Renaissance guy, Trench Change, just with a few thoughts on today and things that are happening in the world today. And I'm going to take a break, not take a break from training, but it does come to training your mind and actually using your brain and actually thinking. So what really got me thoughtful today is the media, Hollywood, Facebook, Netflix, by the way, which I cancelled a while ago. I was not impressed with the lineups that's happening, and to be honest with you, to a certain extent, Amazon is coming to a similar sort of thing as Netflix, which is a shame, really. I haven't cancelled my Amazon yet, or at least my Amazon Prime Video, but this is something I'm going to talk on. And you know, a lot of people say, well, does this really matter, does it really matter? But then if they ask the question, why does it matter to you, why are they pushing the agenda? Because clearly it matters to them. So I'm kind of going to address a little bit of a circle. So just recently we've seen a lot of justification of changing historical facts, of using opinion to state historical facts, using a lot of politics to push forward an agenda and an ideal. One of the ones that I watched was the Disney's Buzz Lightyear. I was actually quite excited to see that. I thought, oh wow, this is going to be great, this is going to be cool. I happen to like Buzz Lightyear, the toy, and how it was portrayed by Tim Allen. I thought it was great. Unfortunately, it fell far from the mark that I would want. And I know that some people know, oh, you're homophobic or something like that. Well, look, no. The one thing that Disney is becoming very guilty of is a very left-wing approach. The lesbian marriage in Buzz Lightyear, which when I was watching the film, I was like, why pollute children with these ideas? Children who want to go and see a film about a character, and they put that into the film. Why put it into the film? Now some people could ask, well, why does it matter? Well, obviously it matters to someone to put it in there to further that. There are a lot of other films now that portray the same thing. I used to be a very big comic collector, and then I found out that they were blacking a lot of superheroes. I've seen with Doctor Who, the new Doctor Who is a black gay man. They changed Doctor Who to a woman, etc, etc. Now, why does it, people say, why does it matter on a fictional character? Well, look, these are characters that we all grew up with. These not even disregarding political, historical people who are being portrayed exactly the wrong way. Anne Boleyn being I can't remember who it was, as Queen, who was white European, being played by a black woman. Now the woman herself, fantastic actress, not a problem, but playing a historical person, I have problems with. And I am now becoming very careful about the films that I see, about the TV series that I see, that try to twist a narrative that really shouldn't be coming in. Now I'm going to address a couple of things here. Like I said, first of all, I'm not homophobic. If there is a reason to write, a very strong reason to write a fictional character as gay, or if there was a historical person who was gay, who's being portrayed as gay, great, not a problem. Alright? I absolutely have no problem with that. The other thing that I want to point out is all this changing things, it is far from an act of equality. In fact, a lot of people should be insulted. And I'll say, for example, the DC universe. You've got John Stewart, Green Lantern, probably one of the most powerful, in fact, probably even more powerful than the original Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. You've got other superheroes. You've got historically, you've got rich historical stories. You've got mythologies, religions coming out of Africa that you could explore. But instead, you're changing over characters. The film industry are changing over characters to portray something else, which they are not. Which I find extremely insulting towards black people. If you want to bring black people, equality and everything else, bring the history of Africa, of all the different tribes. Bring out the black superheroes who are already written to be black. Give them a platform. Give them their own enriched storylines. See where I'm going? See where I'm going with this? Now this is really more... This actually, what I am saying, is more of an equality rather than just ramming things down people's throats, especially children. Alright, kids these days have got... Well, number one, they've got so much to deal with. Let kids be kids. Give them a story. Stop blasting them and mind wiping them with a left-wing ideology. It really is as simple as that. We need to be more aware of just what is being done to the whole of the people, out of the cause of cherry-picked concerns. And really, that's what's happening. You know, I was watching an awful lot of people saying, oh, how white people should apologise for slavery and everything else like that. You know, just to go through a few examples. Britain was the first country to actually wipe out slavery before America. There was actually war on the slave trade. The slave trade actually comes from the Middle East and Africa. Yes, Europe got involved with it. We got our hands dirty in it. We had a part in that. Nobody is denying it. However, like everything, we strove to put that right. And now, I'm honestly going to turn around and say this. Everybody has the freedom to get an education. Everybody has the freedom to work, to become what they will, how they will, and wherever they wish to do it. There is no door stopping a person from achieving that which they wish to achieve on their own merits. What more do you possibly wish to have? If you wish to have more, then that's called entitlement. Nothing more, nothing less. So, as said, I've made a few conscious decisions not to just go out and watch a movie just because everybody says, oh, you got to go and watch it. I'm very circumspect on what I will allow into my life, into my home, and into my thought processes. it is just a few thoughts from me today, and I think, to be honest with you, we should all be standing up to Hollywood. We should all be standing up to these people and saying, actually, you know what, you're palming us off with second-hand ideas, with all these reboots, with all these things, and quite honestly, those people we're being treated like mugs who now generate movie stars much like a factory. They're being factory produced rather than actually an actor being great. I mean, I look at all the actors who were in action movies who, you know, when all these films were first being started, who genuinely were amazing actors who could sell just by a look of the face, just by the eyes. Take Roger Moore, for example, when he was doing James Bond and acting scenes, when it was the fight scenes, you could see the pure rage in their eyes when they did the fighting. All the craft that made an actor great is now being ignored just to mass produce a story that's been rehashed over several times. And to be quite honest with you, we need to get out this brain-dulling obedience and start thinking for ourselves and holding Hollywood and the media accountable for the trash that they're sending out. The media can be a very useful thing. It can be useful as servants, but unfortunately, it's being a servant to the wrong people. So just a few thoughts for today. Thought I would share it. Have a great day. And just kind of think about what you're accepting into your life these days.